Hey everyone, AmberFrmThVault here. Welcome back to the Knife Sisters. We're going to go ahead and jump right back in, but before we do, a couple things. First, I want to go ahead and say thank you so much to the publisher for giving me a copy of this so I could go ahead and play it for you here on the channel. But secondly, I do want to remind you that there is a little bit of a content warning for this game. First of all, for BDSM, some things that may make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, and some highly sexual themes, as well as some sexual situations. So definitely more of a rated R game. Definitely not something that I would watch with the kiddos. So we're gonna go ahead and jump back in. You've been warned, and I'll see you guys back in just a sec. What the actual fuck? I had just woken up when someone knocked at the door. It wasn't that hard to figure out who it was. I made some kind of noise and she opened the door. Hello there, sleepyhead. I made you some breakfast. What? That was a new take. Come out to the kitchen when you're ready. She closed the door. What was she up to now? Curiosity got me out of bed. I jumped into some clothes and popped over to the kitchen. Decker had set out a table for us and even lit some candles. It felt really weird. In the center of the table was a bread basket with some bread rolls, a plate of sliced fruit, and some different jars with jam and nut butters. Tea or coffee? Neither. Is there soy milk? She nodded. I'll have that then. She smiled. You're such a baby. I sat down at the table as she put a glass of milk in front of me. Then she sat down opposite me and gestured to the food. Dig in. I'm not usually very hungry in the morning, but I felt obliged to have at least something. As I put a bread roll and some fruit on my plate, she caught my gaze. You remember the Knife Sisters saying yesterday that they wanted something from the guilty party? Yeah, I remember. Good. Well, now I've been thinking about it, and I know what I want to ask of you. Okay? I want you to get something from Will. Will? Yeah. I know you know him, because I've seen him in your friends list. True, he had sent me a friend request after we met at the cafe, and I had accepted. What has he done to you? It's too early for me to explain that. Just take my word for it that he has done something really bad. And whatever damage involving him in this could do to him, it would never ever make up for what he's done in the past. You'll just have to trust me. What was going on? Could I just believe her? She seemed to be very certain. But he seems like a nice person, although boring. She gave a displeased look. You, who seem to be so critical of most everything, should know that things aren't always what they seem. She had a point there. But getting something from him, what does something mean exactly? I love how there's like this little... Have you noticed that there's this little like bear up top here on the shelf above the stove? I swear that bear has been in like almost every one of these. Well, it needs to be something that's personal to him. Either something that comes from his body, like hair or nails, or something that's emotionally important to him. Okay. How the fuck would I get a hold of that? And you have to get it yourself. There can be no more links between him and me than just you. Because you're part of me now, remember? Something turned in my stomach. The things we're doing in her room, that was just magical thinking bullshit, right? Still, my insides filled with strange, intangible emotions. I looked into her eyes. This is really important to you, huh? She nodded. I glimpsed something in her eyes. Some kind of hurting. I didn't understand anything. Then I heard myself talking. Okay, I'll try to get it for you then. Ooh, okay. I don't know how I feel about any of this. Oh gosh. Well, we should probably see Ayana, because it is Ayana's cousin. I was lazing around my room when Ayana suddenly called. It's great weather outside, she said. Do you want to take a walk? Sure. I'll be at your place in 5. Let's meet outside. She was right. The sun was shining intensely. It was time to bring out sunglasses and caps. The sunshine was unforgiving, and Ayana looked happy. We walked toward the square where people were sitting in clusters on the ground, enjoying the sudden warmth. Did you have fun at the rave? I guess. Did you? Sure. I didn't know if there was something special she wanted to talk about or if she just wanted to hang out. We walked in silence for a while. I started to think about what I had promised Dagger. Maybe Ayana knew when Will would return. I'm not gonna ask, but it might seem weird if I asked about him. Well, I had to say something anyway. How are things with Mo? Cool. She got quiet. I think I actually might have given up on Mo. You have? They like you more anyway. Her voice was light, as if it didn't affect her at all. I suspect she didn't take it as lightly as it seemed. Are you okay with that? I have no choice, do I? It's not as if I could decide for someone else what they should feel. True. But sometimes it feels a little... I mean, you're just playing around, aren't you? You never like anyone for real. You stay with them as long as it's interesting to you, and then let it go. Did I? Okay, maybe I did. That can feel a bit unfair in cases when I have more serious feelings for someone, and then they choose to be with you instead. She looked ahead. She made it sound like this had happened over and over, but it hadn't, or it felt stupid to ask about that. But I guess people aren't into being serious anyway. I didn't know what's going on. You'll meet someone, I'm sure. She looked a little angry. Well, we'll see. Then her mood changed again. Until then, I'll just party as hard as I can. I was relieved she seemed happy again. Yeah, about that. When is Will going to come back in town? On Wednesday, I think. Why? No, nothing. I was just wondering. I had to find a reason that sounded credible. I was wondering if we could all hang out this weekend. She lit up. We can! I haven't made any plans yet, but I know I'm free on Friday at least. Cool. We'll make plans later this week. There we go. Okay, so meet with Mo or talk to Devin. I'm gonna talk to Devin. I want to know about these drugs he's selling. I was hungry and went to the kitchen. Devin was in there, finishing a large plate of pasta, cheese, and ketchup. There sure was no end to that guy's appetite. He gave me a sour glance. Hi. Hi. So did you have a good night at the rave? I did. I looked at him in his smirking face. I guess there were a lot of people to do business with. He stared at me. Is that any business of yours? No, but I can dislike it as much as I want. He looked angry. You've got every right to think and feel exactly what you want, but what I choose to do with my life is none of your business. We stared at each other. If it's bothering you that much, maybe you should question if you're staying at the right place. Ooh, he locked eyes with me. Because this is how I am, and I'm not gonna change. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I guess we're talking to Kylo. I had been out for a walk to clear my mind, then came back to my room. And at once I got the sense that something wasn't as it should be. Kylo seemed to notice my perplexed behavior. What's going on, sweetie? It seems like someone has been in here. Why do you think so? I'm pretty sure that I didn't put my diary like that. The thought of someone reading my diary sent chills down my spine. Who would do such a thing? Did you see anyone in here, Kylo? No, sorry. I was sleeping. What do you think it was? I'm not sure. It could be Dagger. I mean, she does a lot of weird things. And I bet she could be interested in what I had written about her. What have you written then? Can't tell you. It's embarrassing. Ooh, you can tell me everything. No, but I have written a lot about her, and I really hope she didn't read it. I'm sorry I was asleep. Otherwise, I could have told you who it was. You could. You're kind of useless, actually. I know. Can I make it up to you? I could maybe give you advice on something. Yeah, it's this thing with Will. Dagger said I have to get something from him. Get something? Yeah, I suppose she's doing some kind of voodoo. It means I probably need to go to his house. Because I can't ask Ayana to do more things for me right now. Do you want me to come with you? Would you? Of course. It's actually pretty boring just lying around all day. Cool. Let's see if we're up to it later tonight. Oh! Okay, what? Shit! Oh, now I don't know what to do. Because I kind of do want to meet with Mo, but I want to go to Will's house for an adventure. We're gonna go on an adventure. I love adventures. It was dark and quiet. The neighborhood was full of large houses with closed curtains. I was holding onto Kylo's hand firmly as we walked down the empty street. Do you think these houses have alarms? I don't know. I guess some of them do. I took a deep breath. How do you feel? I didn't really want to think about it. Nervous? Oh, poor baby. Can I do something to make you feel better? I don't think so, but thanks anyway. Kylo hurried up. I think this is really fun. Can't we just see it as a silly adventure? I'm not sure, but I'll try, just for you. Yay! I checked my phone. A big house rose in front of us. Oh, okay. I think it's actually here. And now the big question is, how the fuck do we get inside? We sneak down the paved path leading to the front door. And it's dark inside the house. I jumped when a motion-activated light came on over the entrance. We immediately backed off. We walked around the house. On the backside was a terrace, but the door was firmly closed and locked. Do you know something? Nope. People are actually quite stupid. They put keys out for family and friends who will feed the plants and water the flowers. Or even for drunk teenagers who have lost their keys. Will has a kid sister, doesn't he? I don't know. I think he does. You mean we should look for a key? Exactly. Right. But where should we look? Hiding under the doormat is so stupid and obvious, so maybe they did that. We went back to the front and skulked toward the door. Then the motion-activated lamp switched on. Damn! I hurried up to the stairs and pulled the doormat to one side. No key. Then I heard a sound from the house next door. The front door of that house was opening. I didn't think at all. I just started running. Ouch! You're holding my hand too hard! Shh! I ran as fast as I could, and I did stop for a couple 100 meters. Then I stopped to catch my breath. You okay, Kylo? He sulked. I can't run that fast. I had a stitch in my side. Well, it was an idiotic idea us coming here in the first place. Let's go home. We started walking. Can we make hot chocolate when we get back? Please? Okay. Alright, so we're definitely going to meet with Mo this time. We've been putting off meeting with Mo. Okay. I was lying in bed half asleep when the doorbell rang. The fuck? I wasn't expecting anyone. But maybe somebody else was. Though it was just me and Dagger at home. She'd better answer it. I heard footsteps down the corridor and then voices. Leo, you've got a visitor. I was halfway out of bed when someone knocked lightly at the door and then opened it. It was Mo. Their face shone. Hey, babe. What were you doing? Sleeping, sort of. You don't have to get out of bed for me. The smile came through in their voice. I fell back onto the bed. All right. Mo came over and lay down beside me. It was nice to feel their warmth. We just lay there for a while looking up at the ceiling. Then Mo turned their body toward mine and put their arm around me. I couldn't resist that, so I turned as well. Our lips met softly. God, you taste good. They did too. Like toothpaste. They brushed their hands through my hair. Then they looked up at the ceiling again. You know that girl we met in the street the other day? You mean Vicky? Yeah, right, that was her name. She's cute, isn't she? She most definitely is. Mo looked curious. Have you dated her? I nodded. I figured. She seems to like you. A lot. You think? Most definitely. If you would ever, the two of you, what? I just think it would be fun for all three of us to play sometime. If you'd like to. I hadn't thought about that, but yeah, that could be fun. 3 is a magic number. Sure. It's actually on my list. Your list? Yeah, things I want to try. Mo laughed. Of course you have a list. But, well, then you might have a chance. I guess that could be something to try at some point. Mo smiled. Let's do it if the opportunity arises. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching me play The Knife Sisters. If you like this game, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all those YouTube things. As always, if you'd like to subscribe to the channel and you haven't already, go ahead and click on that picture of my big dumb head. Click on that bell icon if you'd like to be notified every time I post a brand new video, as well as on the right hand side of your screen there should be some random videos, things that YouTube thinks you'd like, and something that I put up there. I don't know what I did it in post, as well as a bunch of names in the middle of your screen. Those are the Twitter handles for my current patrons over on Patreon. They really do keep this channel running. I wouldn't be able to do it without all of those folks. So if you would like to go ahead and say thank you to them, go ahead and follow them over on Twitter, give them some likes, tell them they're awesome, because they truly are. If you'd like to become one of those names in the center of the screen, those are all of my patrons over on Patreon, I should say. At the time that I recorded this video, if you'd like to become one, go ahead and click in the lower left hand screen there. It says something about extra video content, bonus content, videos, things like that. Go ahead and click that to learn more about that. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here though, so I'll see you all in the next one.